My name is Adam Sandel, and I'm originally from Hopkins, Minnesota. When I moved to San Francisco in 2001, when I was officially coming out as a gay man, I didn't know anyone, but I just wanted to figure out a way to get to know what was going on in the community. I ended up becoming an arts writer for the Bay Area Reporter, which is our major gay newspaper, which gave me the chance to interview celebrities and see a lot of things and find out who was doing what. One of the people who I had the pleasure of interviewing was Ian McKellen. He had just had, the big hit with The Lord of the Rings, and he was brought out as the Grand Marshal for the Pride Parade that year. And I asked him why he thought it was important for public figures to come out. And he said that whenever there are people that people look up to or admire for whatever reason, when they come out, it really helps the people who are struggling with it. And I thought that was a really sort of meaningful way to look at it. Flash forward, a few months, and I'm a playwright and a lyricist. And my songwriting partner and I had just written a show, and he said, let's write a song for the Gay Games. Because the Gay Games, which is like the big international athletic festival, which also includes an arts festival, was being done that coming year in Sydney, Australia. So I wrote the lyrics for a song, and he wrote the music, a song called Watch Me Shine. So suddenly I had a song and a play that were being done at the Gay Games in Sydney. So I decided I've got to be there. I've got to get out for that. But I teach college at 3 different community colleges. And so that meant that I had to explain to my 3 different deans, my employers, why I needed to leave for 10 days in the middle of the term. So basically I had to explain what it was, and it was the Gay Games, and I basically came out to them. Okay. Well, they were thrilled. And I thought I'd just kind of leave it alone with my students. I just didn't want to, go there. I mean, I was out to friends, etc. But then one of the schools that I taught is in Livermore, which is a very conservative rural area. It's only 45 minutes from San Francisco. And I said to them, well, you're going to have a substitute for the next couple of weeks. Oh, why? Well, I got a song and a play that's being done at this festival. Oh, what festival? And they were all excited, and they kept drawing it out of me. I said, well, it's called the Gay Games. And they were like, oh, okay, all right. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, we're done with this. And then one of the students said, can we hear it? Can we hear the song? And I'm like, okay, all right. So I had it on the computer, and I played the song for them. And I'm sitting there, and all these kids in the baseball hats in Livermore are listening to my song, Watch Me Shine. And when it finished, they applauded. And I thought, oh, okay. Well, that was kind of weird. That was a little tough, but Ian McKellen would be proud of me. And when I realized that there was no negative response from the students about me, saying I'm gay, now I come out the first day of class to all the classes. We do it with a game, which is like a critical thinking game, where I write 4 statements about myself on the board. 3 of them are true, 1 of them's false. And the statements that I use are, I have 3 daughters. I appeared in a commercial for athletic shoes. I'm gay. And I was born in Michigan. And they usually get caught up with between the 3 daughters and the gay, but I was married, and I do have 3 daughters. They usually think one of them, those has to be wrong. A whole bunch of them don't believe I was in a commercial for athletic shoes because they think I'm not Michael Jordan, right? I actually did it at UCLA. I was an extra, okay, in the track scene. But as I just told you earlier, I'm from Minnesota. So it's a way of making it a fun game, and it's a great icebreaker. But once again, I keep thinking of Ian McKellen, because I know that there are students who may be struggling, who are gay or lesbian or bi, and aren't out. And it puts them at ease. It says we can talk about anything on the first date. And a couple have come out in the process of our discussions. So making them feel comfortable by example that's something that I really learned, but I had to do it first.